When we look at our lives, many people believe that we must do something big or special to make a real change. We often see stories about great leaders or famous people who made a big difference in the world. But in Buddhism, we learn that small actions can have much more power than we think. A single drop of water does not seem important, but many drops together can fill a whole bucket. In the same way, every small thing we do can add up to something very meaningful. Sometimes people feel disappointed because they think they are not doing enough. They may believe their actions are too small or not important. But real change does not usually happen all at once. It happens little by little, step by step. For example, think about walking up a mountain. You cannot reach the top in one big jump. You must take one small step, and then another. Each step is small, but all together they bring you to your goal. This idea is true not only for spiritual growth, but also for everyday life. If you want to learn something new, you will not become an expert in one day. But if you practice a little bit every day, you will get better and better. It is the same for being kind to others. One small act of kindness, repeated again and again, can change a person's heart. When you focus on doing small good things every day, you build a strong foundation for your life. You do not need to worry about doing something huge. Just keep doing simple things with a steady heart. Over time, you will see that these small actions become something truly powerful. This is why, in Buddhism, we say that small, consistent practice is the real key to transformation. Many people want to see quick results when they try something new. It is natural to hope for fast progress or instant change. But in Buddhism, we understand that true strength comes from what we do every day, even when no one else is watching. Daily repetition, doing something small again and again, creates a deep and lasting effect on our lives. Think about how water shapes a stone. If a single drop of water falls on a stone, nothing changes. But if drops of water fall every day, year after year, the stone slowly changes its shape. The water is soft and gentle, but over time, it can make a big difference. In the same way, repeating a small action daily can change us in ways we cannot see at first. Some days, it may feel like nothing is happening. You may wonder if your efforts are even working, but just like the stone, change is happening quietly inside. Every time you repeat a small good action, you build a habit. Over time, these habits become a part of who you are. It becomes easier to keep going because it feels natural. It is important to be patient with yourself. You do not have to be perfect. Even if you miss a day or make a mistake, you can simply start again the next day. What matters most is not how fast you move, but how steady you are. This is the secret strength of daily repetition. It builds quiet confidence and inner peace. The world may not notice your small efforts, but you will see the change in your own life. Step by step, your daily practice will lead you to greater wisdom and happiness. Our lives are made up of many small habits. These are the things we do every day, often without thinking about them. For example, waking up in the morning, brushing our teeth, or saying hello to a neighbor. These simple habits shape who we become and how we experience the world. Sometimes, people think that big actions or sudden changes will improve their lives the most. But in reality, it is our simple, everyday habits that decide the direction of our lives. If you do something good, even if it is small, every day, it builds a strong path for your future. If you keep repeating bad habits, they can slowly lead you away from your true self. Imagine a small plant. It needs water and sunlight every day to grow. If you take care of it just a little bit each day, it will become strong and healthy. If you forget about it, it may not survive. Our hearts and minds are like this plant. By feeding them with small positive habits, we help them grow strong. You do not need to make your habits complicated or difficult. Choose something simple and easy, such as taking a deep breath when you feel upset, or smiling at someone you meet. When you repeat these simple actions, they become a natural part of you. Over time, you may notice that your heart feels lighter and your mind feels clearer. Remember, it is the small habits, done with care and attention, that shape our character. By choosing your habits wisely and practicing them every day, you build a life that is peaceful and strong. Even if the changes are slow, they will last a long time and help you live in a better way. Many people feel that they must work very hard and do a lot each day to succeed. But often, this way of thinking makes people tired and stressed. In Buddhism, we learn that there is great wisdom in doing just a little each day. Small, steady efforts are easier to keep going, and they bring peace to our hearts. When you do too much at once, it is easy to become exhausted or to lose interest. But when you focus on doing just a little every day, you avoid feeling overwhelmed. You also give yourself time to learn and grow naturally. Imagine carrying a heavy load up a hill. If you try to carry everything at once, you may fall. But if you carry just a little at a time, you can reach the top without hurting yourself. Small daily actions also help us to be present and pay attention to what we are doing. When you only have a little to do, you can do it with care. You can enjoy each moment instead of rushing or worrying about the next task. This way, your practice becomes more meaningful and you feel more peaceful. It is also easier to keep your promise to yourself when you set small, simple goals. You can feel proud of yourself for finishing what you planned to do, even if it was just a little. This builds your confidence and gives you energy to continue. Over time, these small successes add up and help you move forward. In this way, the wisdom of doing just a little each day is not about being lazy or slow. It is about finding a gentle and steady path. This path allows you to keep going, no matter what happens, and to enjoy the journey of life with a calm and open heart. In our daily lives, we often think that meaning and happiness come from big events or special moments. Many people wait for something exciting or new to feel that their life is valuable. But in Buddhism, we learn that true meaning can be found in the simple moments of every day. Everyday actions, like making a cup of tea, walking outside, or listening to a friend, can be important if we pay attention. These small moments are the building blocks of our lives. When we bring our full attention to what we are doing, even the most ordinary tasks can feel special. Washing your hands, preparing food, or taking a short walk can all become times when you feel calm and connected to life. Sometimes people feel bored or unhappy because they are always looking for something bigger. They forget to notice the beauty in small things. But when you slow down and see the details in each moment, you can find a quiet joy. The sound of birds, the warmth of sunlight, or the smile of a stranger can bring peace to your heart. It is important to remember that you do not need a special place or a special event to feel meaning in your life. You can find it wherever you are, right now, by paying attention to the small things around you. Even difficult or routine tasks can teach us something. When you do your best in each moment, your life becomes richer and deeper. Finding meaning in everyday moments does not require you to change your life completely. It only asks you to notice and appreciate the small gifts that each day brings. In this way, your daily life can become a path to greater happiness and understanding, step by gentle step. When we try to make small changes in our lives, it is common to feel doubt. Many people wonder if their simple efforts are enough, or if they will ever see results. This feeling is normal, especially when progress seems slow. In Buddhism, we learn that doubt can be a natural part of any journey, but we do not need to let it stop us. Sometimes you may ask yourself, is this really working? Or am I wasting my time? When you feel this way, remember that all good things grow slowly. Just as a seed takes time to become a tree, your efforts need time to show their true value. It is easy to become impatient and want to give up, but it is important to keep going, even if you cannot see the results right away. Staying patient is a gentle strength. It means trusting the process and giving yourself permission to grow at your own pace. You do not need to compare yourself to others. Your path is unique, and your progress may look different from someone else's. Even if you make mistakes or feel discouraged, you can always begin again the next day. One way to overcome doubt is to look back and see how far you have already come. Even small steps add up over time. Each day that you continue, you are building a better future for yourself. Celebrate your small successes and remind yourself that every effort is important. When you practice patience, you make your journey easier and kinder to yourself. The road may be long, but with steady steps and a gentle heart, you will find your way. Over time, you will see that your small, consistent practice has brought you much farther than you ever expected. In the Buddhist tradition, there are many stories that teach us about gentle growth and the power of small, steady effort. One story tells of a young monk who wanted to become wise and peaceful. He asked his teacher how he could reach his goal. The teacher did not give him a big task. Instead, the teacher told him to sweep the temple floor every day. At first, the young monk was disappointed. He thought that such a small job could not help him grow, but he trusted his teacher and swept the floor every morning. As he did this simple task, day after day, he noticed small changes. He became more careful with his movements. He started to notice the sounds of the broom, the feeling of the air, and the dust that floated in the sunlight. With each day, he felt more calm and focused. After some time, the monk realized that sweeping the floor had changed his heart. The practice helped him to be patient, gentle, and aware of each moment. What seemed like a small action had helped him grow in wisdom and peace. There are many stories like this in Buddhism. They teach us that it is not always the big actions or dramatic moments that help us change. Instead, it is the gentle, repeated practice of simple things that brings real growth, whether it is sweeping the floor, lighting a candle, or bowing in respect. These small acts, done with care, slowly shape our mind and character. We do not need to search for something special or exciting. We can grow through the gentle practice of everyday life. This is the lesson from many Buddhist stories, a reminder that small, steady actions are powerful and can lead us to deep understanding. If you wish to change your life in a gentle and lasting way, you can begin with a simple practice. You do not need special tools or a special place. You can start right where you are, using what you already have. The most important thing is to choose something small that you can do every day. First, think about what feels easy and natural for you. It might be sitting quietly for a few minutes in the morning, or taking a slow walk after dinner. You might decide to write a short note of thanks to someone, or to listen carefully when someone speaks to you. The practice should be simple enough that you can keep doing it, even on busy or difficult days. Next, choose a time of day when you can make your practice part of your daily routine. For example, you can do your practice right after you wake up, before you go to sleep, or during your lunch break. If you link your practice to something you already do every day, it will be easier to remember. When you start, do not worry about doing it perfectly. It is okay if you forget sometimes, or if your mind wanders. What matters is that you come back to your practice and try again. Over time, it will become a natural part of your life. You might also want to keep a simple record of your practice. You can use a notebook or your smartphone to write down a few words each day about what you did and how you felt. This can help you see your progress and encourage you to keep going. Starting your own simple practice is the first step toward a calmer, happier life. With small, steady effort, you will begin to notice positive changes, both inside and around you. When you practice small, good actions every day, you may think that no one notices, but in truth, your actions can have a bigger effect than you imagine. This is called the ripple effect. Just as a single drop of water can create many waves in a pond, your simple, steady efforts can touch the lives of others. Often, people around you are watching, even if they do not say anything. When they see you being gentle, patient, or honest, they may feel inspired to do the same. Your calm presence can help others feel more peaceful. Your kindness can remind someone else to be kind too. Even small acts, repeated quietly every day, can give hope to people who are struggling or feeling lost. Sometimes, you may not see the results of your actions right away, but over time, your example can plant seeds in the hearts of others. They may start to copy your habits, or they may tell your story to someone else. In this way, your simple practice can spread far beyond your own life. This ripple effect is very important in Buddhism. We believe that every person is connected, like the waves in a pond. When you take care of your own actions, you help to create a better world for everyone. You do not need to do anything big or special. By living with care and steady effort, you can make a positive difference. If you ever feel small or unimportant, remember that your actions matter. Your simple daily practice is a gift to the people around you, and even to people you may never meet. Step by step, you help to build a world that is kinder and more peaceful for all. As we come to the end of this talk, I hope these words about small, consistent practice have brought you comfort and new ideas. In life, it is easy to feel that we need to do something great to find meaning or happiness. But as we have seen, gentle, steady steps taken each day can bring deep and lasting change. Each small act you choose, whether it is a kind word, a quiet moment, or a simple daily habit, can shape your heart and your world in a positive way. You do not have to rush or try to be perfect. By continuing gently, with patience and care, you can build a life that feels peaceful and true to yourself. Even if the results are slow, or if the journey feels difficult at times, every step you take has its own value. Please remember, your efforts are meaningful. Even when no one seems to notice, your actions are like seeds that may bloom in unexpected ways. By living each day with care, you make your life and the world around you a little brighter. Before closing, I would like to sincerely thank everyone who has supported this channel. Your likes, subscriptions, and thoughtful comments mean a great deal to me. For those who have chosen to use Super Thanks or join the membership, I am deeply grateful for your kindness and support. Your encouragement helps me continue sharing these teachings and stories from the Buddhist tradition. If these words have touched your heart or been helpful to you, please know that your presence here is truly appreciated. May your days be gentle and your steps steady, and may you find peace in the small moments of your life. Thank you very much for listening.